Welcome one and all, my name is Tawess and we are back again. As I mentioned before, we will be having a lot less regular videos, because, well, stuff. Today, I decided to challenge myself. I don't like camo, but this camo, I really don't like. This is the Grey Death Legion camo. It's basically a mottled grey-black camo. But I had these nice weathering sticks, and I felt like, why not try this? So, for this type of camo, which is usually, it's almost digital. It's not really digital camo, but almost a digital camo. You just want to get a sponge, fairly coarse sponge, and get a decent amount of paint onto it, and then just stipple it, push it in, whack it about. And the fun thing with this, of course, is that you don't really need to worry all that much about precision in this case, because there ain't no precision in this case. No, instead you are going to go wild with it, building up layer upon layer of different paints. And this definitely have an ugly stage where you mean like, oh dear lord, why am I doing this and what have I done? And when you sit at that stage, remember that things will be better. Now, of course, in this case it's easy because it's a white to black gradient, different grays, meaning that you have a fair amount of leeway in blending things. But also, don't blend too much. When doing skin, blending is king. When doing this sort of thing, blending too much will just put you in a position where you have to redo and reapply, and sooner or later you're going to start losing details. So, a fair amount of paint and a forceful application, because that will create this pattern in the paint. A bit hard to see here, but it happens, trust me. And if you feel that you've done too much in one place or another, you can either go back with another sponge, different shape of sponge, smaller sponge perhaps, or like I do here, take a ratty old brush. The less coherent the better. Use that to get this kind of organic patterns, but you get a bit more control of where to apply them. And again, don't be afraid to apply dark colors this way either. This all looks very random, I know, but trust me when I say it actually has a purpose. Sort of. So yeah, this is basically me challenging myself to try a camo pattern I haven't tried before. So, the rest of the painting windows, I would prefer painting metal, but I think on just this specific camo pattern, the bright pop of a cockpit color, other than that, does actually work really nice. So I applied a bright yellow, and then muted it down a bit with some orange and yellow mix to create a slight gradient in there. And of course, you know me, painting weapons silver. We've been through that many times. Standard. Not much more to talk about that one. Now, of course, with these Legion specific mix, I do try to put in the Legion logo. And since this is going to contain both of the commanders for the Grey Death Legion, I decided to put this red base, because that's apparently the command squad. And then the logo is a white skull. Don't try to paint a skull unless you're really good. Just put two blobs, one larger, one smaller, and you will get the approximation of a skull, and your brain will do the rest, especially at tabletop length. But yeah, we are coming close in on the end, and once it's done off camera, I felt I need a bit more contrast, so I added a bit of a null-noid on top of it. You can see in the spinning in a while. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A Catapult K2 in the colors of the Grey Death Legion. I hope you enjoyed this, and check back again in a few weeks. Until then, be safe, be kind, and do play fair. Bye.